this. It's a black mamba. I know lots of people have been wondering about snakes. It's a big black mamba that's being attacked by starlings. And I just saw the starlings acting strangely. So I stopped to have a look. I said, Vim, I'm sure there's a snake there. And we just saw that mamba rear its head. It's quite a big one. And you can see that coffin-shaped head of the black mamba. Now the snakes are going to start moving at the moment. Oh, isn't this awesome? Right out in the open. You can see the starlings there, very unimpressed to have a mamba in the area. They might have a nest close by. And they were dive bombing it. They might try dive bombing again. Look at that. Okay, oh, in comes the starling. I'm just going to move a bit forward. Well, Kat in Tampa, you were asking for snakes this morning. There we go. A nice big black mamba, probably around 2 meters, maybe even a bit bigger. And just seeing where it's going. Don't want to get too close, don't want to scare it. Is it going down a hole there, Vem? Was that a stick? No, that's indeed the snake. I'm trying to see if it's going down a hole or it's just... No, it's not. It's coming out the other side. Now, it could be hunting for frogs, mice, baby birds. And you can just see those starlings are really upset with its presence. Do I need to move him? Yeah. Okay. If we're lucky, we might see it climb a tree. I've lost sight of it. Have you? Still got it, Vim? Well, just watch the starlings. They tell us where it is. There you go. It's going to climb the tree. It might go into a hole in the tree, or it might climb the tree. This is spectacular. This is one of the best snake sighting. Well, it's the best snake sighting of the wet season so far. Now you see a very square-shaped head. As people say, it looks like a bit like a coffin, and that's why you've got to be careful around them. Now, of course, you can see the black mamba is indeed not black at all, but more of a gunmetal grey. Now, the black part comes from the inside of its mouth. It has a black inside of the mouth. Now, black is always a colour of danger in the bush because a lot of animals can only see in black and white. Okay, let's move again. Let's try to get around. Just wondering if it's going to go into a crevice in the tree, or is it going to... Oh, there's other birds joining in the mamba beating. Let's just try to see what's going on here. Is that it there? Or am I seeing things again? Just right to the, just to the left of the base of the tree there. A little bit more to the left. A little bit more. No, it's a stick. Now, Easy, who's a new viewer, is wondering, do snakes drink water? Indeed they do. They do drink water. I think this mamba might have gone into a hole. Let's just try it. As I said, we don't want to get too close. We don't want to scare it away. Liam thinks he can see it. Back. There we go. No, we've still got it. We've still got it. That's the tip of the tail. Now you always got to worry, where's the head? Now, of course, they have incredibly powerful neurotoxic venom. You see those starlings mopping it? Now, it all depends on how big you are, how dangerous a black mamba is. Of course, they are very, very... Oh, look at that! Now, the snake's in there somewhere. Now, if these birds sense an opportunity where they can pick the snake without being bitten, they will do it. Where's he gone? Or she gone? Well, thank you very much, James Richards. James Richards says, wow, Brent, you've got all the firsts of the season so far. Impala lamb, woodlands kingfisher, and now a black mamba. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, so upset. I'm just trying to see if I can pick up any movement. I'd say, just judging from how agitated the starlings are, they're still, the snake's still just below them somewhere. See the one there, somewhere there. Okay, let's try and move a little bit again. I think he's gone down a hole. What do you think, Vim? We've just got to be careful. Mamba is also the fastest moving snake. Fortunately for us, a vehicle is faster. Nope, I think he's gone down a hole. Or she's gone down a hole. Wow, wasn't that wonderful? Now, black mambas, as scary as they are, that happened to a very, very good friend of mine who used to work with me in the bush, and his tracker. So they were on a game drive with lots of guests, and off they go. We're on game drive, we're going looking for lions and leopards, la-di-da-di-da, and often when you're talking, you're not really watching, you're sort of watching the road sort of out of the corner of your eye, and you're talking to your guests. You've got your tracker sitting up front there to spot things, and I'm not going to mention his name, just we'll keep him anonymous now. My anonymous friend and his anonymous tracker, as they were driving down the road like this, his tracker said, stop, 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 stop. So he stopped and he turned off the car. And his tracker leapt off the front of the tracker seat and was gone into the bush. And he had managed to park on the end of a black mamba's tail, a very big one, about 3 meters. And where we worked, there were no doors. And this mamba was lashing around and basically came into his footwell. So he leapt out of the car as well. And now there was a big discussion between him and his tracker on how to move the car off the mamba's tail so it could get away. So eventually they got all the guests off the car, made them sit over there, and they took 2 sticks, one long stick from there to push on the clutch and another one to put the vehicle into neutral, and it didn't roll, it didn't move. So then they went to the back of the car and they pushed it, and the mamba, happily for the mamba, made a safe escape, and so did my anonymous friend, his anonymous tracker, and the rest of the guests. Now, of course, a lot of you might think I'm telling that story because it was me. If it was me, I would admit to it, I promise. But without my friend's permission to embarrass him in front of thousands, I think I won't. So there we go. There's that black, whoopsie, that black coloration of the black mamba. Okay. So you can see quite dark. Now, they're front-fanged snakes. Sorry, I was trying to find my ears. Oh dear, making a mess. There we go. So I'm just trying to... There we go. So they're front-fanged snakes. As to how old they live, oh, I'm not 100% sure, Mark. I'll double-check quickly. But while I'm doing that, I'll just chat a little bit about their teeth. So their teeth, they're front fang snake or New World snake, and basically, which means that their venom glands or venom sacs up, which are up behind their head there, have got in muscles around there. So they're able to control the amount of venom they inject, depending on the size of this the prey or whether they're defending themselves. So also, which makes them very different from old world snakes, is that the inside of their teeth is hollowed. So basically their teeth are very, very sharp little hypodermic needles, and the fact that they can control the amount of venom that they push in is one of the other reasons they are quite dangerous. But Marco, I'm afraid, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to find out for you, but they're normally, snakes like that are normally quite long-lived. I'm not exactly sure how long. I'm going to have to go research that for you, Marco. And but it has been wonderful. What a great morning. And it's always great when